Hello and welcome to Solo Playhouse. My name's Matt. Today I am back to Kinfire Chronicles. Maybe doing quest 6, but that just depends on what comes up. We have, after successfully getting the Book of Fire, I think it was called, and taking it back and kind of having a cheeky little look inside ourselves. We've taken it back and it's going to be used hopefully to keep the Kinfire going, which is very important in this story, Kinfire Chronicles. And now we are back to the city of Dinlux, and we have 4 city actions to perform. We will need to rest on the last one because at least Core and perhaps Valora have exhausted cards in their deck, so it would be good to get rid of those. So we have 3 basically to definitely use in terms of doing other things. Maybe I can show this on my... so we have recommended places, recommended stop. Lucas Tea House I've been to, but we did use one. I know Core has still got a Sweet Barn, but Valora has as well, so let's not go there. Journey's Rest Inn, so we're going to go there at the end. Isabel's Emporium, for the traveller with coin to spend. This establishment offers a variety of goods, both common and rare. Shoplifters beware. We could go there. We've got 4 coin, not like masses, but we could go there. The House of Mysteries, we went there. Nara's Bounty House, funded by the city of Dinlux. The bounty system pays rewards to those brave souls who help rid the area of dangerous creatures. We did go there because we used some of our creatures, but we do have more now. Craftsmen are also available to put the materials collected from their more exotic denizens to use. We have Bird's Nest, a cosy establishment for refreshment and relaxation. This tavern is a frequent haunt of your humble author. So we went there as well. And Gold Rock Casino, for those seeking to while away the hours gambling, look no further than the Gold Rock Casino. Your humble author has verified that this is an honest establishment, but travellers would be wise not to gamble what they aren't prepared to lose. So we could go there. We have some cards as well. We have this memory, which I will show you. This is, we got this on the quest before last. After you saved a wounded bandit from a pack of whites in the library of Orlando, he accompanied you back to Dinlux, introducing himself as Hart. I run a little shop for exclusive clientele, you might say. It's the green door next to the Horseshoe Bridge. If you have a need of something unusual, feel free to stop by. 3 knocks we have to give. So, the Horseshoe Bridge. Where is that? Is it in the lower area? It must be, right? There are, I don't know if it means this, but there are kind of 2 bridges here. But what is 14 Whispers of Magic? No. Horseshoe Bridge. One and two. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. Seems to be missing. Oh, 15. There is a green door there and it's by this bridge. So I think I'm going to try there. So we will go to Dinlock's cards and we will look at Dinlock's 15. And let us see what this says. Now we have to knock 3 times. You knock sharply on the door 3 times. Hart pokes his head out and peers around before waving you inside. Come on in, it's good to see you. Hopefully I've got something for you here that'll make it worth the trip. You may shop at Hart's Black Market. Add it to the Dinlock's Market if you haven't already. So we'll look for those cards. Hart's Black Market. And he only has a couple of cards in there. If you have memory 2A or 3B, 2A or 3B, I do not. Go to event DC. If you have memory 10D, go to event DD. No, I don't have either of those. I'm just going to shut my window. I will be back in a sec. Yeah, okay, so let's look at these cards that we've got from Hart's Black Market. So this is the first one. D15 will go back into the deck. And then this says, hey, it's good to see you again. Thanks again for the save. If you need something a bit unusual, just ask and I'll see what I can do. These items are for sale here. So we have red bile, or any other item is 3. Once purchased, add the cards and the boost to the Seeker's unused card pool, or swap them into a Seeker's deck using the normal deck building rules. So they will come later on probably. Disposable cards return to the shop they were purchased from after use, because we have these 2 only. So they are both red bile. They cost 1 to buy. Boost another Seeker attack by 1 damage and 2 hurt. Disposable. Yeah, so it doesn't have an action card, doesn't count towards our deck limit. After we play it, we remove it from our deck. So it will go back to the shop, basically. So yeah, they cost 1. I think they're quite good because of the hurt. So we get to boost attacks. So I think I'll buy both of them and give 1 to each of them. So that is, we'll put 1 in each deck. I'm just looking at these because I've been putting them into... When you buy something from the shop, you may either add it to your supply of unused cards or immediately swap it into a Seeker's deck using the rules listed. Some cards purchased from shops, such as medicines, are disposable. Disposable items must be returned to the shop after being used, but can be purchased again later. Yeah, it doesn't really say. It does say put into the Seeker's deck, so I will presume that both of these go into the Seeker's deck. So we'll shuffle them in. That is what I am presuming happens. And so this card will go back into the market section. The city market. So that is 1 of our 3 actions. I think we will go to Gold Rock Casino as well, just for the fun of it, see what that is. So we'll go to D20. 20. So D20 says, whoa, what is going on here? Why are they doing that? How bizarre. Very bizarre. The camera's just decided to zoom in for some reason. Oh. Okay, and zoom back out again. Okay. If this cat, I swear, there's always something to keep me on my toes. I'm going to just put this straight so we can get this straight. Always something. Okay. This says, an oily dwarf with gold teeth ushers you into the casino. Welcome, welcome to the Gold Rock, my friends. I'm Aug, the owner. Please stay and play. Everyone is a winner here. If you stay, you may gamble up to 3 times. Each time you want to gamble, pay 2 coin, then draw a chit from the bag. If you draw a numbered chit, gain that much coin back. Otherwise, you lose. If you stayed, your city action is over. Otherwise, return to the map and choose again. Well, I only have 2 coin left. So let's go for it. Let's gamble the 2 coin. I have no idea why it's doing this. It's so weird. I don't know why it's zooming in that. So that's our 2 coins. So we will reach into our bag. This is a gamble, but if you draw out a high number, wow. So we drew out 4. So we get 4 coin. back. 1, 2. Three, 4. It doesn't say if you put the coin back in the bag. Up to 3 times. Each time you want to gamble, pay 2 coin, then draw a chip from the bag. If you draw a numbered chip, gain that much coin back. Otherwise, you lose. Could have done with being specific there. So I'm going to spend 2 coin to do it again because I will just end up with the same. I'm going to leave that chip out. And we've drawn a core one, so we don't win. And I'm going to stop there. So I'm back to 2 coin. So there we go. That's gambling. Don't gamble, guys. Okay. So now we have 1 action left because of the last action. We will be going to Journey's Rest Inn. I think we might go Quaid's Training Hall. Let's go to the Quaid's Training Hall. So 11. So let's see if we get any more zooming. The training hall, a refurbished warehouse overlooking the sea, seems to be empty, but you can hear a voice coming from the beach outside. You find the dwarf Quaid standing atop a tall rock protruding from the sand. Several students, each on their own rocks, mirror his stance. "Feel the wind," says the dwarf. "Let it guide your movements." When Quaid sees you, he tells you to wait for him in the hall to discuss your training. "I am ready," he says, "but are you?" You may train with Quaid. Add him to the Dinlux market if you already haven't. See Shopping in the Town Hall Exploration Rulebook for further information. Your city action is over. So training with Quaid is giving us cards, basically. There we go. Ooh. Interesting looking chap. So this is Quaid. Oh, let me show you Quaid. Very Avatar. And just put this one back. Oops. So let's read this. The skills I teach require focus and patience. Do you possess those qualities? One seeker may pay 2 coin to train with Quaid. If so, they flip 3 cards. If at least one is white, the seeker gains one of the following cards, if still available. Meditate or Cyclone Kick. Once gained, add the card and its link boost to the seeker's unused card pool or swap them into a seeker's deck using the normal deck building rules. Okay, so let's do this first. I think Core has the most. So we're going to flip 3. So we're going to pay the 2 coin. And we're going to flip 3. 1, 2. Oh, 3. That's a shame. So we don't get that. We've just lost the 2. But you can see, yeah, his next one was white. So we don't get that card. I'm not even going to look at them. I'm just going to put them into the city market. And we might come back there. So that's our 3 actions. Well, we have a 4th, but we're going to go to Journey's Rest Inn. So Journey's Rest Inn is this. The Journey's Rest is far from the finest inn you've ever visited. It's not particularly well maintained, and the food is bland at best. But at least it's cheap, and on a budget, that's got its own appeal. You may pay 1 coin to stay the night. See sleeping at inns. Due to the cheapness of the accommodation, each seeker may only swap out 1 action from their deck. If you do stay the night, your city action is over. Otherwise, return to the map and choose again. So I can't stay the night because I don't have any money. So let's go somewhere else. So I think we might be able to stay at the Seekers Guild. I'm not sure. I think we went there before. But let's go there. Let's see. Oh, that card is not here, so it must be in the city market. Maybe not. Perhaps it's because we've been there. Okay, well, let's go to the Secret Garden. It's a place to chill. Maybe it will let us rest. So we'll look at this one. As you pass by a hedge, a flash of colour catches your eye. Curious, you push your way through a gap in the shrubs, only to find yourself in a brilliantly coloured garden filling the space between the nearby homes. You've heard of the secret gardens of the Stumps, but this is the first time you've ever come across. So this is a core action, which is great because we have core. Core, unable to resist, begins to tend a neglected part of the garden as an elderly orc joins them, sharing some gardening tips as she harvests tomatoes. She insists on paying core for their help, both in tomatoes and currency. Gain 3 coin. Remove this card from Dinlux. Your city action is over. Okay, so we've got 3 coin back. And this card I will put to the back of the Din Lux pack, so we know it is out. And that's our actions over. So now we don't have any other quest apart from quest 6. So we will be doing quest 6. The Trail of Whispers. I think I said Trial of Whispers in the last video. There's been an attack on the stumps. You've heard only rumours of what happened, and now the Hierophant is looking for someone to investigate. She asked for you specifically. When you embark on this quest, open quest 6. So let's get rid of the Din Lux map. So we're going to look at quest 6. Oh, goodness me. Why are you doing this zooming in thing? So bizarre. I don't know why it's doing this. So weird. It's like, I probably need to look at the settings. It's like it's trying to track faces or something. So, Trial of Whispers. You meet Guildmaster Lyra and Hierophant Selene at the Seekers Guild. Selene's pristine robes look out of place here within the rough-hewn walls of the Guild Hall. Lyra nods to you before her eyes shift to a dark corner of the room. A tall elven priest steps into the light. His robes are dirtied and torn, and a small cut can be seen along his hairline. This is Keeper Yor, Lyra says. He's been witness to an incident. An attack, Selene clarifies. She nods to Yorel, who tugs at the hem of his coat. He seems hesitant to begin. We were on the north side of the poor district, the stumps. When it happened, He chokes on the words. I was the only one to survive. They knocked me out when I woke. The rest were dead, and the lamp was gone. The lamp, Selene cuts in, is a holy vessel of kinfire that we use for the temple rituals. Not quite as powerful as a lantern, but still useful. There is an angry tinge to her voice. There's something larger at play here. You must uncover the perpetrators of this attack, otherwise there are certain to be more. Selene departs the Seekers Guild, leaving Yorel behind in case he can be of any other assistance. Go to 6-1. So, all we need are little... Ding! Yorel deposits himself in the main room of the Guild Hall. Before leaving, you ask him if he remembers any other details about the attack. He's quiet for a moment, the bright blue of his eyes piercing through the shadows of his mask. It was in the dark of night, I'm afraid. I saw no face, heard no voice, just the sudden cries of my fellow priests. When you ask what the priests were doing in the stumps, he turns away. That's temple business, and none of yours. As you investigate, some effects add time tokens to the track. Once the time track is full, do not add any more to it. The more time your investigation takes, the more time your enemies will have to prepare. Go to 6-2. Okay. Place a time token on that. I don't know if I've got time tokens. It could be that they are in quest 6. So I'll just have a quick check. Yes, they are. Okay. Go to 6-2. So let's start reading that when I get these time tokens. When you arrive on the north side of the stumps, the streets are thick with people. Merchants yelling out their wares, children shrieking with laughter. Cramped, ramshackle buildings create a maze of alleyways and dead ends. You start asking around. Okay, I found 4 time tokens. So each seeker flips 2. Place a time token on the tracks. On what track? To the time. Oh, the time track. Got you. Okay, so this is the time track. So that's why there were only 4. There are 4 spaces. So yeah, each seeker flips 2. Place a time token on the time track to have every seeker flip +1. To find clues, you need 2 seekers to have 2 blue. We are very short of blue. It's the thing that we don't have a lot of. And also Core has already flipped to blue. So I think I will use a time token for us to both flip 3. I actually need to move Core over a little bit. So we will go 1, 2, 3, and she didn't get any blue. 1, that's wild. 2, 3. So we got 3 blue. And so we go back to this. If you succeeded, take memory 6A. If you exceeded your target by at least 2 blue, take memory 6G as well. So we had 1, 2, 3 blue. So we didn't exceed it by 2. So we just take 6A. And we haven't got Fane playing with us. So we look at 6A memory. You met a beggar who claimed to have witnessed the attack on Uriel and the other priests. They were wearing hoods and it was quite dark, but one of them, the leader I'd say, the side of his face was burnt to a ruddy crisp. I've seen him before, down around the fishermen's shacks, buying fish. Discard this memory at the end of quest 6. Okay. Go to 6-3. So 6-3, you approach a group of beggars on a corner and ask about the attack. An orc stands from a stump and stretches the human woman and stretches. The human woman next to him shakes her cup at you, a few coins clanking around inside. What's it worth to you? The orc puts a hand up to quiet her. He nods to you and then makes a hand gesture to the woman. She sighs and says, "We saw it all. A pack of hooded brutes, 4 of them. They attacked these priests out of nowhere and then disappeared down an alleyway off the main road. You may pay the beggars any amount of coin you wish for the information." To try to pick up the attackers, you may pay any amount. Well, I'll pay them 1. Generous. To try to pick up the attack on the alleyways, go to 6-4. To follow the main road to the fishermen's shacks. That's where the beggar said they went. So we will go to the fishermen's shacks, 6-5. Cool. So 6-5. The fishermen's shacks are bustling with fishermen unloading their morning catch. Everyone is busy and few feel obliged to pause their work to talk to you. If you have memory 4F, I do. The fishermen have heard of your exploits in Vinner and are willing to talk to you. Go to 6-6. Core volunteers to do the bulk of the heavy lifting. Seeker and coordinate. Oh, we don't need core for that. Sorry, core. So we've got 4F, so we are going to 6-6 immediately without having to test. The fishermen are happy to tell you all they know, and then some. They pull up crates and recount tales of dangerous storms and sea creatures that haunt their nightmares. You attempt to steer their conversation towards the matter at hand. Each seeker flips one card. If you have memory 6A, each seeker may flip +1. Yes, we do. So between two seekers, we want one blue. Why is it all blue? Okay. So we can flip 2 each. So 1 blue, 2, 1, 2. Oh, we flip 3. If you successfully get a clue, take memory 6B. Okay, memory 6B. Let's look at this. One of the fishermen told you about a man he's seen frequenting the area. He's a blacksmith, works in the craft quarter. He comes around every week or so asking after the bits and bobs that turn up in our net after starless nights. Amulets, bottles, odd little things like that. Anything to do with a hidden god. The man's voice turned to a whisper. Altan. You ask what someone would want with things of that nature. Dunno. Could just be a hobby of his, I suppose. A strange, dark, creepy hobby. Discard this memory at the end of quest 6. So, we've got memory 6B. If there are 2 or more, If there are 2 or more tokens on the time track, go to 6-7. No, we only have 1. Otherwise, go to 6-8. 6-8. You decide to proceed to the nearby craft quarter where craftsmen of all sorts sell their wares to locals. Perhaps someone here knows something. If you have memory 6B, yes we do, you may go to 6-9. Oh wow, we're getting through this. The information leads you to a blacksmith's workshop. Inside, a man standing at an anvil pauses his hammering. The left side of his face is red with scarring. Upon seeing you, he drops the hammer and runs for the back door, grabbing something as he escapes. The Kinfire lamp. In order to pursue the man, each seeker flips 2. So we need 3 green. We have a Valora. Valora fires off an arrow, slowing the man. You need 2 fewer green, so we only need 1 green. And we're allowed to flip 2, so we need 1 green. There we go. There's the 1 green. 2 green, 3 green. If you keep up with the blacksmith, you follow him down an alley and into the cemetery. Go to 6-12. From a crypt in the last row of the cemetery, you hear the sound of chanting voices. You peer inside to see a group of 4 masked figures in a circle with their arms raised. In the centre, the stolen Kinfire lamp is sitting on the lap of a revenant, or you realise a revenant shell. They must be attempting to fill it with a spirit. You'll have to do something quickly before they succeed. gain 1 Kinfire. If there are fewer than 3 on the time track, gain +1. Kinfire. 283644. Two, 8, 3, 6. Just gonna check. Gain 1 Kinfire means gain 1 Kinfire token. These are normally found in your current quest folio, but if you somehow run short, take them from an earlier quest. Place the Kinfire token next to your secret sheet. Three, 6. When you gain a Kinfire token, punch it out of the sheet. Unlike coin Kinfire. So I don't know if that's... I'm going to presume, because not one person are playing these parts, I'm going to presume that is 1 Kinfire each. So that will mean we both get 2 Kinfire. It doesn't say divide it up or anything, you know, it just says +1. So for everyone. So we're both up to 7 Kinfire. If the time track is full, it's not. The first chit drawn during this battle is a darkness chit. Remove all time tokens from the time track and open the Atlas map. Atlas to map 8. Okay, so we're done with these time tokens. That was nice. I feel like we were just... I don't know if we were kind of lucky with that. When we go... Oh, so we're opening map 8. So this map, and then we will go to 613, which I presume will be a battle setup. Yes. So here we are. Battle setup. So we have 3. We have... Oh, there are actually 4. Which is going to be tricky to fit on. So let's go to the main. So we have this one, Dusk. Cultist. We have the next one, Shade. Cultist. We have the next one, Gloom. Another cultist. So they're on. I think... You know, we don't really need to see all this stuff. That's weird. We can do the time track elsewhere. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, left to right as it would be. And the numbers are divided as follows. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6, 7. 5 here. 6, 7. 8, 9, 10. 8, 9, 10. And 11, 12 darkness. So 11. 12 darkness. And they start so they're specifically set up. I'll just show you this again. It's actually easier for me to do it like this. They're here. I say that, I can't actually work out. Yeah, they're here. And they are here, and they are here. And we get to start in these two, so let's split them up. But I don't think it really matters. If a seeker is defeated, you lose the battle, go to 614. If the cultists are reduced to 0, go to 615. So I'm just going to straighten this up. There we go. So we have their tokens as well, which are really hard to see. So we'll put them on that side. I like these little tokens actually, which denote their focus. So focus for Dusk, who has the axe, most armor. So that will always be core at the start. Shade, least health. So Shade will be on Valora. Gloom, most cards. Most, what does that mean? I think I'm going to have to look this up. Gloom cultist focus. Gloom cultist focus Kinfire. Let's see if that comes up. Yeah, there seems to be something. Most cards in your hand. Answer. Most cards in hand. Okay, well, because Core will start off with armor, Gloom will focus on him, and then least armor will be for Laura. Okay. There we go. So now we just need to set up the decks. So they get shuffled. I also need to look at what they're going to do. The enemies, the cultists. I need to set their health. But let's just do this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She will not have any armor. Got a few actions. And she's got her red bile. And her sweet bomb. And then Core will do the same thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, he's got his exhausted card. Okay. And he will get 3 armor as well. As always. Okay, so let's look at them. So if we look at Dusk. So here's the cultist Dusk. And they have not an action at the top. This is all damage dealt to Dusk is reduced by 1. If Dusk is empowered, place overlay 6A here. The cultist swings his axe overhead and brings it down in a sundering blow. 6 attack. After attacking, Dusk refocuses. And the cultist swings his axe in a wide arc, striking whoever's in range. So this will hit everyone for 4. After attacking, Dusk refocuses. He does a lot of refocusing. I don't know what empowered is, but we'll find out. This is Shade. After triggering one of Shade's active abilities, return the chit that did so to the bag. That's bad news. If Shade is empowered, place overlay 6B. The cultist strikes with each end of her staff in quick succession, so she will do a 3/3 attack. And then her last one is green for some reason. The cultist sweeps her staff low to the ground in an attempt to trip you up. 4 damage to everyone. And a trapped guard. And she will refocus on that. We have Gloom. And when Gloom is reduced to 0, deal 6 damage to everyone, seeker or enemy, in their space. Interesting. And he has got the lowest life, of course. If Gloom is empowered, yeah, what's all this empowering going on? We don't know. The cultist hurls a liquid-filled glass jar, spewing flames. Oh, lovely. That's a ranged attack and 2 hurts. And then the cultist flings a glass vial at your feet. Noxious fumes billow out around you. Range 4 attack and weak. And then he refocuses. Interesting, because he looks like a big brute, but he's doing ranged attacks. And then we have Umbra. All attacks deal 1 less to Umbra for each other surviving cultist. So she might be the last one we want to go for. Lightning crackles from the cultist's fingertips. 7 ranged. Each seeker who plays a boost during this attack gains a weak. She's nasty. And this one, with a raised hand, the cultist channels magical powers into his allies. The hidden god is with us. Each other surviving cultist is empowered. In addition, they gain 2 health and discard all statuses. And she has the darkness chits, which there are 2 in the bag, and number 12 on that. So yeah, we don't know what empowered is yet. So we really need to take them out one by one. I'll just also do their health. So she's at 20 because she takes 3 damage off everything we do to her. So we want to take out a couple of the other ones at least before we start doing damage to her. But we're also going to have to be careful because she does a lot of damage on that middle attack. And we need to get through our cards really and get some... I mean, this is where Core's Kinfire card would come in quite useful, because he does 2 attack to every enemy in his space. And before attacking, move all adjacent enemies into your space. After attacking, gain 1 armor per enemy targeted by this attack. So that's where it comes in really useful when there's lots of enemies to take out. But of course, we're not there yet. But we might not be far off, you know, with Core, because he doesn't have a lot of action cards. Okay, so we should begin. I think we're ready. We'll start drawing chits. And we've drawn out a heart. So we can pick whoever we want to go first. I think I might get Core out because I would quite like to get him played quite quickly. Yeah, let's well, first of all, we will play his ward action, which stays in play. Vengeance of Stone. While this card is in play, enemies suffer 1 damage each time they move, which is a great card. So we will play that. It's also a free action, so we can perform another action. So I will also play Capture Rune, and Capture Rune, we do a 2 ranged attack, and we put a trap card on the enemy. So we will play this on this one, Dusk, because he does melee attacks. We can... No, we can't boost that attack. Oh, we can actually. I'm going to straight away use my Red Bile. So if you remember, Red Bile adds 1 damage. Because it's white, we can use it on any card that Core plays. So we boost another Seeker's attack by 1 and 2 hurt. So that means we are doing 3 damage. So we're playing this out. We are doing 3 damage onto Dusk. All damage dealt to Dusk is reduced by 1, so we'd actually just do 2. But we are also going to put 2 hurt cards on it and a Trapped. So I will put Trapped on his most damaging attack, and I will put no one's played anything yet, so I'm going to put them out like that across 2 and hope that we don't draw Umbra's card. Umbra's chit, sorry. So we've used Red Bile, so that is going back, that will go back to the place where it came from. So, yeah, there we go. Done. So now any of these move, you do damage to them. And we've drawn 12. So 12, is exactly what I didn't want. So each of the surviving cultist is empowered. In addition, they gain 2 health and discard all statuses. So everything I've just done is wiped out. Literally gone. And they are now empowered. I mean, those were going to come out, always going to come out very quickly. I don't know how you would take them out before Umbra drew that, really. So overlay 6A goes there. So Dusk's attack deal +2 and any damage dealt to Dusk is reduced by 2. If Dusk loses any health, discard this overlay. Okay. So there is some way. 6B goes on Shade and 6C goes on Gloom. Okay, at least they don't stay out constantly. Okay, so that's that. So we've used 12. So let's draw another chip. Oh, well, actually, it doesn't do anything. So that is a darkness chip. So that's one of the 4. Well, actually, health is not limited for these characters, I think. So I'm just going to check. Enemies can heal above their starting health value. Right, so they all should have got 2, but they're going to get 4. Crikey. So he would go up to 17. And he would just go up to 18 because he got his health back last time, but they're empowered already. So 1. So this chap, Dusk, is going to move, and it's going to move to core. So he moves and takes 1 damage, but it doesn't affect him because he's reduced by 2 any damage he takes. So he's going to do a 6 attack, but it's an 8 attack. So it's an 8 attack on core. He has 3 armor, so it's reduced to 5. And I'll just see if she can do anything to help him. No. So he takes 5 damage. He's down to 14 health. Then he will refocus, but it's the most armor, so nothing happens. Crikey. So core is going. So actually core only has 1 action left. He has 2 return chip to bag cards, which I must remember. I'm just wondering if there is no point. So I have this card for core, which is taunt. So he gains 2 shields. and he can move a target into his space, but that is his last action card, so he will discard his hand after this. But the only thing is, he could move Gloom into his space, and then his lantern will be charged, so he can attack them both with his lantern power. So I think I am going to do that. I'm going to play Taunt. This attack cannot be increased. So he's going to play that. Ward actions. Yeah, so I'm going to use that. I'm going to gain 2 armor, but I'm going to give up all my armor anyway once we've done this. This will pull in Gloom into our space because I targeted him with this attack. It is ranged. I can't adapt it with anything. So it will go out, and that's the end of that action. Now we have no action cards in our hand, of course. So we discard all these. The armor goes back. We take 1 damage because we're exhausted. And we draw back up to 7, which means our lantern is charged. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have a few actions now. We've got our red bile and scarlet tonic. Removes exhaustion. Okay. Oh, and when Gloom moved, actually, he takes 1 damage. He doesn't have any protection from damage. If Gloom loses any... When Gloom is reduced to 0, deals 6 damage to everyone in their place. Yeah, if Gloom loses any health, it is not reduced and is not reduced to 0. Discard this overlay. Great. Yeah. So that's the end of Core's turn. I'm putting his lantern on top of him. Okay, Valora. Interesting. So Valora. Ooh. Yeah, that's fine. So Valora has a ward action. It's either Huntress. While this card is in play, your ranged attacks may target enemies 2 spaces away from you. It's a free action. So, what have we got here? Yeah, that might work. Okay, I'm going to use Capture Rune. So she could move, but honestly, I don't think it matters that much. So she's going to move and attack. Oh, she's going to stay there and attack Gloom for 2, which does refocus him on her. And she will do 2 damage, but Core will use his red bile. So it's bumped up to 3. So we do 3 damage to Gloom. He's down to 13. And we put 4 hurt on him. And I swear, if Umbra takes it off again. So I'm going to put 2 on each. Yeah, I think 2 on each. No, 3 on his bottom action, because he has 2 opportunities to do that, so it's more likely to come up. That red bile is disposed of. Oh, sorry, it was this one, so not... It's just 2. So we'll put them both on the bottom one. Sorry about that. And he gets trapped. So we'll put trapped on the top one. Actually, let's put them all on the bottom one. I was looking at the wrong thing. So that's the end of her turn. She still has actions in her deck. Okay. Next action. Who will it be? And it's Core. So Core is going to use Adamant. So before attacking, move all adjacent enemies into your space. After attacking, gain armor per enemy targeted by this attack. So we're doing 2 damage. We're going to boost it with Valora's Splatter Arrow. So it goes up to 3 damage. So 3 damage to Dusk. He reduces by 2, so we do 1 damage to him. So his Empowered comes off as well. And then 2 to Gloom. Sorry, 3 to Gloom. So he reduces down to 10. And Adamant Crown is done, but we get 2 armor for that. Oh, and I should have got 3 armor. Beg your pardon. So he has 5 armor now. So good. That lantern worked. I really want Gloom to draw something, so we attack him even more before they get taken away by Umbra. So there's only 1 darkness chit left in this bag. I shouldn't say that, should I? Because, you know. Okay, so it's 2 attacks, so it's Dusk. Dusk is targeting Core. So Dusk is going to do a 6 attack on Core. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 armor. So it's only 1 damage. I don't think Valora can help with that. No, but she does have a sweet bomb. So he would take 1 more damage. After attacking, Dusk refocuses, but Dusk is most armor, which is still Core. Oh, Valora again. Wow. she has a Sweet Balm action, which is free. I'll show you Sweet Balm. Restore 4 health to either yourself or another seeker in your space. Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm not going to use that. Free actions. Free actions. When can you use free actions? Only during your own turn to play another action. These actions, they must be played on your turn, specifically before you pass. Yeah, I can separate them. So I'm going to attack with my splatter arrow. And I'm going to attack Gloom. And we will use Cause Loyal Arrow Boost to boost that attack, because it's green. So it's 3 damage on Gloom. So he's down to 7. And he will get 2 hurt. So I'll put it on the other action. Those 2 hurt. Gloom is already focused on Valora, so that's fine. After attacking, give attack to every other enemy and seeker in your target space. Okay, well, it's worth it, I think. So I'm sorry, Core, but you have hurt. Just 1 though. And then I will move into this space and I will use Sweet Balm. which is a free action. So this is a free action now. Restore 4 health to either yourself or another seeker in your space. So I will give him 4 health. So he's back up to 16. And then she has no cards in her hand, no action cards in her hand. So she discards her hand, charges her lantern, and draws 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So she's got 4 actions. It's a bit dangerous coming in here for her, but that was good. Now, she could take out Gloom next round, but we need to get Core out of there, really, because when Gloom dies, he will do 6 damage to everyone, seeker or enemy in their space. I mean, it could potentially die soon. Okay, we've drawn 11, which is Umbra's other action. I'm just going to pile these up a little bit. So Umbra is doing a 7 attack. So she's going to move to get in range, and she's going to attack Valora for 7. So that's 7 damage to Valora. Can Core help out? He actually can't. So she's taking 7 damage. She goes down to 10. She does have someone. Oh no, he has something. Oh, we can discard statuses. Ouch. Okay. Well, she can't do that attack again this round. Okay, we've drawn 4, which is Dusk's attack. There is hurt here, so he takes 2, but it's reduced to 1. Dusk is attacking everyone for 4. So, as we know, he can't help her. But he has 4 armor, so he doesn't take any damage. And she has to take 4. So she's down to 6. After attacking, Dusk refocuses. Dusk focuses on the most armor. So still Core. Ouch. That hurts. Valora's down to 6 health. And we've drawn a heart. So I'm going to get Valora to go. And I just want to get her out of this space. So I'm going to play Valora's Wyvern Cloak, which gives her 1 extra movement and 1 armor. That is a free action. And then I'm going to get her to move 1, 2, move away. And she's going to use her snipe. And I'm afraid Corey's going to have to take some damage from this. Snipe, Relentless Hunter. Do you know what? She should have taken the damage there. Oh no, because she resists for 1. Yeah, so she's going to use her snipe. So I'll just show you this. So snipe, it's a 7 attack. This attack may target any one enemy anywhere on the map, even in your space. So it's going to target Gloom. So he is going to get attacked, and he has 7 health. He doesn't have any protection from that, so he dies. So Gloom dies. All his cards will go back. And he will do 6 damage to everyone in his space. So he's doing 6 damage to Dusk. All damage dealt to Dusk is reduced by 1, so he takes 5 damage. Down to 11 though. Gloom is dead. Core takes 6 damage. He does have 3 armor, so it's just 3 for him, down to 13. And now Gloom's tokens are redistributed. So when an enemy is defeated, if there are any other surviving enemies, transfer the ability tokens from the defeated enemy to the surviving enemy whose sheet is furthest to the right. So unfortunately, these go to Umbra, which is troublesome. But we can actually move him off the board, I think. We'll put him there, and also his token will come off the board. We will get that in our little pile of tokens. So I can now move. I think I'll leave Umbra there actually. So that was her attack. And that's it. So we've revealed the other darkness chip. We're going to put all the chips back in now. So this is Umbra again. Each other surviving cultist is empowered. So Dusk is empowered. Dusk gets 2 health to 13. Shade is up to 20. Come on. And that is that. And all, because we've revealed these 4 time tokens, everything goes back into the bag. So everything resets as well. Which is good and bad. So we've drawn 10, which is another one of those. So these 2 get 2 health. Shade is like, and that's it. Valora. Okay. She's got a lot of cards to attack, but they all get focus on her. But honestly, I think we'll just attack this one, Shade. Yeah, let's attack Shade. He can boost a blue attack. So let's use that. She will play Pierce Defenses, and he will play his boost. So it goes up to 4. So we're doing 4 damage to Shade. She doesn't reduce any attack, so she's down to 18. Brings focus onto her. But that's fine. And then she will move because these pillars protect her from them attack. So they'd have to move. It's just a good way of getting them to move because it will reduce their health because of course Vengeance on Stone. So that's done. She still has 2 actions left and an armor actually. 6 health. Okay. So number 5. Oh, that is Shade. It's a ranged attack. So she's going after Valora. So she will move. It's not a ranged attack. It's a melee attack. So she cannot attack Valora. So that's good. Number 3 is Dusk. So Dusk is doing, oh gosh, unfortunately, is attacking Core for 6. Hold on. Yeah, that's right. So attacking Core for 6. He has 2 armor, so it's reduced to 4. Can Valora help? Yes. Block another 2. So it's reduced to 2. 1, 2. After attacking Dusk, refocuses. Who has the most armor? They both do. So let's move focus to Valora because he's far away. Oh, it's Valora again. Okay. So let's do another ranged attack. So let's do twin shot we have as well. Twin shot's really not useful at the moment, so I would, unless he can help with it. No. So I'll do Mighty Shot, which is a 4 attack. So I'll do 4 attack on Shade. So that reduces her to 14. and she will move here. Keep away from this one. Mighty shot is done. Oh, and they moved, right? Yeah, they moved, so they should have taken a damage. And whenever they damage, this goes away. Valora again. Ooh. So she has range 2. So she will do her twin shots. And she has range to this because, you know, there's range. So she's going to do a 2-2. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So down to 9. And she has no action cards. So she will discard all these cards, charge her lantern again, and draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we shuffle. Seven. Okay. So we probably will do our sniping if we draw her again. But she's used 3 of her actions. So she has 3 left. There are 6 chits for each character. But then there are also the 2 hearts where we can decide who goes. And it's for Laura again. Ooh. So we've drawn Valora's bow, which when we have this in our hand, I'll just show this one to you. So when we have this in our hand, it's a 2 ranged attack, but it also says when you make a ranged attack, if you show that this card is in your hand, your attack gains 1 damage. So that's quite good. I could use the 7, but I'm thinking I might keep it. And I might use my splatter arrow. So I'm showing this card, so we get an extra 1. So it will do 3 damage, 2 shade, 1, 2, 3. And it puts 2 hurts. So I'm going to put the 2 hurt on her lower action because this one has been used. Okay. It might be silly not to use that, but... Oh. Okay, so I could kill Shade now. Or I could use... I think I'm going to use Valora and use her snipe. So she's going to attack Shade. So she does 7 damage to Shade, who's dead. Shade is gone. Shade comes off here. We get her as and her chits go to Umbra. So she's got a lot of chits, but this one really is becoming less useful. Now Umbra only is protected from 1 health from Dusk. So yeah. So that was Valora's go. Oh, and she does have a move as well. I am going to move her this way, just in case, because she hasn't got many chits left, and I want to try and protect her. And we've drawn Core, which is useful. So Core. Core's got 11 health. At the start of your turn, suffer 1 damage. He has to take 1 damage because of this hurt. But he will lose that at the end of the turn officially, but... Okay, so he's going to play Mystic Slam. Yeah, Mystic Slam, which does 1 damage to Dusk, but doesn't actually... Oh, maybe not. No, maybe not. He's going to use Loyal Arrow. So he's going to move here. And play Loyal Arrow. Can't be boosted. So it's going to do 3 damage to Dusk. He has damage reduced by 2, so it only does 1. But that removes his card. And it brings focus back to Core. After attacking, you may discard any other card to return this card to your hand. So I'm going to discard Mystic Slam because it's not very useful for Dusk. So we will get this back. At least we can do damage to him. And actually, we could have played this card to give him an extra movement. And I will move him up here. So, on we go. Valora. That's so funny. So she will move and play shot to the knee. But she will play it. She will attack Umbra. And I'll tell you for why. So she's going to do 2 damage to Umbra. It's reduced, so it's only 1 damage. Now it's just 1 because there's only 1 cultist left other than her. And it will put 2 hurt on her. And the reason I want to do this is because she's got so many things that this will at least reduce her by 2. Because it's likely to come out. And we will do that. Now she can attack 2 spaces away because she still has Eye of the Huntress. That is really nearly all her actions. So yeah, she's got, you know, she could get attacked, but okay, the Darkness Chit. So yes, as I thought, the Darkness Chit has come out. So she will take a 2/2 damage, which is reduced to 1/1. So it does 2 damage. And then this will give 2 health back to Dusk and put his empowered card back. Okay. Oh, and this goes towards the 4 of the time tokens. $12 comes out, same thing. How funny. So he gets 2 health. Come on, Call. 9 comes out. Again, the same thing. So funny. Cool. Okay. So we will move 1 and use Loyal Arrow again. And we will do 3 damage to Dusk. It's reduced by 2, so he only takes 1. But that removes his card again. And yeah, he still has 2 actions left. It's funny, they've not moved very much considering. 6. So 6 is again, same thing. So he's back to 21. Oh, and he gets his card back. Crikey. So, of our own choice, I think we'll use Valora. So Valora's going to attack. Well, she'll attack her for 2. It's reduced to 1. And, you know, maybe we should take her out now because she keeps boosting him. So that's that attack. She's used all her actions, so she charges her lantern again. I think maybe it's time for all-out attack on Umbra. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3 actions. Problem is she's probably not going to go again. Well, you never know. I think she's got one chit left in there. She's been pretty lucky. It's 11. Oh, so that is her big attack. Oh gosh. This is it, in fact. So she moves here, and each Seeker does a 7 attack on Valora. Yeah, this is the end. Oh gosh, I thought we were maybe going to do this, because Valora only has 6 health, and this is a 7 ranged attack. And she has no way of protecting. She's got... Oh, she doesn't even have the 1 armor anymore. He's got nothing to help her. He can't use his self-sacrificing. She does lose 1 health. No, she's not... Yeah, she did move. So she loses 1 health. But she's only got 6 health. So she's reduced to 0. Oh! There we go. Oh. I actually thought we were going to win that one. Towards the end. So, we haven't. So we will go to 6:14. So let's read 6:14. You stumble and fall as your strength fails you. Leave them, yells one of the cultists. We cannot return to Killian without the ritual incomplete. As their chanting resumes, your vision fades to black. I need some water. Oh, excuse me. You awaken to voices of Yoral standing over you with several temple guards. A search party was sent out when you failed to return, he says, helping you to your feet. Once out of the guard's earshot, he asks, what did you find out? You recount to Yoral the results of your investigation. So we discard memories 6A through 6F. Six A through 6F. Yeah, they're all going back. We gain 4 coins. Bless you. I didn't mind that too much in terms of losing. I think I gave it a good shot. If you have memory 6G, you may go to 616 to ask Urel about it. 6G. No. We didn't have 6G. Otherwise, go to 617. Hierophant Sir Len arrives to hear the results of your investigation. Killian, she mutters after listening to your report. I've not heard that name before, but that cult is dangerous. They welcome the darkness, believing it to be Ultan's will. But Ultan is only the embodiment of their hatred for Ziva. I had my suspicions they were involved. If you have memory 6G, you may choose to tell Slan about it, discard memory 6G and take memory 6H. If you have memory 4D, yes, we do, but not memory 6I. No, we don't have 6I. Then go to 618. Okay. So then looks not at you, but at the window overlooking the busy streets. There's a lot at stake here, she says. Thus far, I've been less than impressed with your abilities, but there aren't many I can trust. More and more, I'm beginning to believe that there are wolves in our midst. She turns to you with a sharp glare. I will trust you for now, but don't fail me a third time. Oh, God. Take prompt Q7. This quest is over gain 4 city actions. So we have quest 7, Red Sky at Night, which we won't look at now, but like, oh, sorry. Memory 4D was, oh yeah, when I failed the other mission. Okay, so that is the end of the mission. We have 4 city actions. As usual, I will do those at the start of the next game. Only a couple of hours though, that one. But I thought we were going to get through this. We weren't that close, to be fair. Dusk had 21 life left. But maybe I should have decided sooner to go for her, but because she had more protection, it was only at this point that I thought we could really go full out for her. But if we, if we'd managed to snipe her, and yeah. But fair enough. I don't feel, last time I kind of felt quite annoyed that we lost, like it didn't seem fair. But this time it felt okay. The defeat felt okay, but I wonder what happens if we lose the next one, or the whatever quest that is. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.